Hey, it's Tim with Venture All Stars. We got Kate Niedermeyer with, I want to say CVC, Corporate Innovation Principal, Amazon. And I noticed your shoes, which we'll have to get on camera.
You can do that.
And I was like, okay,
you have to get the other one
because they're both.
They're like checkerboard.
They're pro. And so you were basically have a really cool background. I kind of want to hear where you come from.
Yeah.
And then we're here at the Seattle AI Investor Summit Showcase. And I worked with Amazon early in the days with Z-Shops and stuff like that. And then was part of the help with the launch of AWS. And then AWS became this garden for startups. So you didn't have to do what I did in the 1999s. You just go get a knock and go buy Solaris servers and all of this stuff. And then you had to pay them blood and whatever to even get in there in the Bay Area back in the day. And now you can just like spin up an AI system and full staff. And hey, Jeff Barr, what's up, baby?
You are so right. And
Yeah.
I remember those days too when I got started. We set up servers and we put them up, and that's what you had to do to get websites going. And then the cloud came and it allowed everybody to use cloud compute, everybody to launch websites, everybody to do all the good things.
Yeah.
And pay for it as a service. And so now we're at another big inflection point, which is the rise of generative AI, which again is just going to be a massive democratizer and decrease of the barriers to technology adoption, allowing it to penetrate all kinds of new use cases, like industrials, manufacturing, the real world, where we need a lot of solves, and all of the little
built environment
administrative paper-cutting tasks that we spend a lot of time doing. I don't know if you ever add up the time that you might spend searching on your laptop for where did I find the thing, where was that thing, what did I read, where is it?
I need the cluster of data, and it's out on 6 different clouds or whatever it is, and there it's on my thumb drive.
Yeah.
Cool. So how did you get into this world?
So it all came through innovation for me. So my window in, I started my career at Intel, where I found myself in Oregon, Hillsboro, Oregon. Where I was drawn to all of our new business creation activities. So digital health, digital home. At that point, the iPhone was coming out, and so the rise of mobile was changing everything. And so rapidly, I found my way into the incubation arm, which was part of Intel Capital at the time.
I remember Intel Capital.
Yeah, what do we do when we have these big technology areas that we need to have a bet in that we don't? Should we build it? Should we buy it? Should we partner for it? Should we create a team and go after it? So I got to work on a lot of those new waves.
Very cool.
Wearable compute.
I was like, what year was that?
Oh boy, wearables. I was working in 2011, 2012 kind of time frame, and then Bitcoin came along, and that was a big deal. So we were all mining Bitcoin on our work computers.
So we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, and then I got drawn to Nike and spent about 5 years there doing building new ventures there. First around sustainability. How do we create more sustainable services and products away from
international production? I used to be
thinking about like, hey, we got this one-way model. We extract materials, and then eventually they go downstream and wind up in a landfill. How do we make that more circular? How do we create more digital services and provide more value to athletes? And started investing in startups, and
that's when your shoe fetish started.
At Nike, I would say always been a little bit of an athlete. So I've always been in sneakers my whole life. It's like you got to be ready to sprint. I'm also Alaskan, so what goes through my head in the morning is, will a bear be chasing me? Will a moose charge me? I got to be ready. Got to be ready.
Yeah, moose are real deal.
Nike's just my way to act that out. And then
now, what year what was the Nike time frame?
2015 to 2021.
Got it. So I was just speaking with the guy who built the Fuel Band and stuff like that. That's when I was at CS going like, we're doing the wearable stuff. And
funny story, my very first interview with Nike, years before I started with them, I was a big fan at that point of the Fuel Bands, and I was interviewing with the person that I learned later was killing the Fuel Band.
Oh, really?
As we spoke.
They made more money on socks.
Oh, they just were like, no. So I was like, Fuel Band is so great. He's like, I'm
But
killing
it's
it.
innovative. It's very cool.
Very innovative.
Okay. And then, now what?
And so then I hopped over to Amazon because I was attracted to my whole career to seeing all these waves of technology, how they change the game, make it more accessible, and the way that entrepreneurs are building new things and launching new businesses.
And now it's such a disruptive time for single entrepreneurs. I know there's a lot of people moonlighting too out here because at the Maritime event or this event, and you could scale up and test your ideas. And
That's right.
You help also with like all kinds of co-marketing and all these different programs. So I can build on the stack. I can spin up a service and try it out, and then you're always adding new GPUs. So I was talking with NVIDIA 5 years ago when they were dropping the GPU clouds in with Amazon, and you guys had the first A100.
Yep. We've been the
Fun
first
toys.
to bring GPUs to the cloud the whole way through since 2010. Keep stepping out there.
Here.
Yeah.
Go back. There we go.
Oh, that's better.
Get back there.
That's better. So we have the full spectrum to offer the GPU instance that you need to run your stack, or our own silicon and Frenchia or Tritium that are purpose-built for GenAI workloads.
And so you work in the venture space, and do you guys have a fund then too? So you
We have many funds. We have our Industrial Innovation Fund, our Climate Pledge Fund, our Right Now Climate Fund, the Catalytic Capital Fund, and who am I missing? The Alexa Fund. How did I miss the Alexa Fund?
The Alexa Fund,
The original.
The original
OG
Alexa Fund. Our friend
yes.
started it.
Yes.
He's like on the island. I think it was Ty Carlson was doing Alexa Labs. Interesting. So
That's right. And then, of course, we have our non-dilutive arm, which is what I think of it, our Activate program, where we support startups with credits, compute credits, technology resources supports, piloting funding.
Cool.
All, you name it, to extend runway and get you going faster.
And during AI week, like literally right now, I want to go to the event, but cheers. Yeah, cool. I'll catch you across the way.
I really enjoyed it.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I had no idea about it.
Oh,
Great.
thanks.
Are
That's
you
cool.
got slides available?
I can't share the slides,
Okay, no worries.
but I can definitely point you to the resources online if there's anything that you want to know more about. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. That was my aim.
Cheers. Good to see you. Yeah.
you
We'll
too.
link up.
Yeah.
I'll send you next time.
Okay.
We'll go over to the hotel a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just having that.
All right. Cheers.
Nice to meet you. Where were we? Okay, so yes, we have our funds where we're investing in startups.
Non-dilutive.
Non-dilutive is where we are supporting startups, and so there it's, hey, if you're building on AWS, we want you to succeed, we want you to scale. What can we do to help you sell in?
Where do people go? They go to AWS, AWS startups.
Startups.aws.com.
Do you research and then get plugged into the right area like clean tech?
That's where you can join, activate, and then, oh boy, it's hard to keep up with us. We're always launching new programs because we're all builders inside, and we're always trying to figure out new problems to solve and new ways to support founders. So every time I say something, it's stale the next day.
Yeah.
We're prolific with our events, prolific with our accelerators, and of course prolific with people like me that are out in the ecosystem trying to engage, interact with
Cool.
founders.
Yeah, it was like friends with your media and entertainment division and cloud computing with virtual production studios in LA.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
So what's next for you coming up?
What's next? So it's summertime. We just got off New York Tech Week. We're in Seattle AI Week. We're heading into what we call Summit season, which is the AWS Summit. Yeah, big customer events, and just getting out there, engaging with founders, and trying to have a little bit of good time in the summer sun.
No, exactly. The sun's back in the northwest, and that means sayonara. But well, I want to say hi, Kate. It's so great to have you part of the family. TechAlliance is that it's a fabulous job. You're very approachable. It's nice to have that Northwest chill with cool people
Thank you for
here.
having me. I am passionate about the Northwest ecosystem and think that
Oregon's-
we've got all the pieces.
Yeah. Shout
We got
outs.
the water. We got the
There's
water.
water here.
There's mountains.
And Skip from
Skip Newberry.
yeah. He's
Yeah.
down at the Oregon Technology Alliance. We've got friends from Bend Venture Conference up here. We got the WTIA, everything that going to UW.
It's just a family.
Yeah, cool.
We are, Northwest is like hippies do venture, right? It's more drum circle
Yeah,
than
it's
Shark Tank.
Birkenstocks.
I say?
It's
Yeah.
Mercs and
Drum circles.
drum circles. All right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna hang out
Thank you.
afterwards. Thank you, Kate, and it's fabulous to meet you. I need
Thanks
to
for having me.
get some new shoes now after I'm feeling left out a bit.
I can help with that.
All right, cool. And we'll see you at the next one.
We will.
Aloha. Take it easy.
Aloha.